Now with this, we are moving to the next topic of JavaScript as functions. So 07 JS functions. So it is nothing but user defined function, not predefined function. So we are going to talk about user defined function. So basically two type of functions are there. One is user defined and the other one is predefined. User defined, what we define, and the other one is predefined function. Now, what is the need of function, or what is basically a function? So let us understand. My requirement is I want to display first 10 natural numbers. So my requirement is I want to write a JavaScript program to display first 10 natural numbers. So what is that we do? So let result is equal to, or res is equal to nothing. For let I is equal to 1, I less than or equal to 10, I plus plus. So we declared a variable, and inside this we will say res is equal to backtick operator we can use, or otherwise res plus I plus some space, 2 or 3 spaces we are providing. At the last we will say console.log of res. So this is how we display first 10 natural numbers. Now let's apply the same code in our program. So what we do is, so inside this one function, so 01 JS functions basics. So JS functions basics.html. We write this. We provide a title as functions. So we'll give that message in the console functions. And also we want to have that styles also. So we copy these styles where we got the body, Verdana, division, background color, color padding, H2, margin, all that. So that styles we will apply in this page. So we'll paste it here. So we got styles.css also. Okay, fine. So JS functions basics.html. What I do is we'll include that style. So link relation is equal to style sheets, href is equal to styles.css. So inside the division, h2 JS functions basics. So we are talking about the basics of JavaScript function. So what is the need of function? Why we go for function, or what is basically function is what we are going to talk about. JS functions basics. So my requirement is we want to display first 10 natural numbers. For that purpose, we'll say script. We are including that script here, paste it here. So let res is equal to nothing. So for let I is equal to 1. First 10 natural numbers means I is equal to 1, I less than or equal to 10, I plus plus. Inside this we'll say res is equal to backtick dollar res. So existing value of res plus, not plus, directly we want to append. What value to be appended? So we want to give the value of I. So dollar I value. Then we want to provide some 3 spaces. So this is what the res, and finally we will just say console.log res. Console.log res. So this is nothing but to display first 10 natural numbers. So to display first 10 natural numbers. So we are trying to understand the need of function to display first 10 natural numbers. This is what the logic. We apply this logic, console.log of res. So run this, or already we have executed. Go to inspect element. There we got console 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 is what we are getting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 are that we are getting. Now I want to display the same natural numbers once again. I want to execute this. I want to display the first 10 natural numbers again. So what is that we need to do? We need to write the same code once again. The same code you need to write once again, and result should be result is already declared, result should be back to nothing. RES is already declared, you change it to RES is equal to nothing. Don't declare it once again. So variable redeclaration is not allowed. Variable redeclaration is not allowed. RES is equal to nothing. Now you see, second time also we are getting. Now I want to get the numbers, natural numbers once again, to display the natural numbers once again. So if you want to display the natural numbers once again, RES is equal to nothing. Save this, refresh. So we are getting it 3 times. Now the problem here is code redundancy. The duplication of data is happening. So rather than having this duplication of data, what is that you do is you go with the function. So the practical use of function is a reusable code block. A function, a reusable code block of code. So how will you write a block of code? Block of code is written inside this curly braces. A reusable code block that gets executed when we call that gets executed when we call that. So function is nothing but some business logic. For example, in a banking application, the business logics are withdraw. So we want to withdraw the amount, and also we want to deposit the amount. Withdraw, deposit, these are all the business logics. So the same way function is also same thing. So method is a term used in object-oriented programming language. Function is a term used in procedure-oriented program. So function is a reusable code block. If you define a function, it will not get executed. A function gets executed by a call to the function. A function gets executed by a call to function. And a function can be executed any number of times. A function can be executed any number of times. Function can be executed any number of times. A function can be executed any number of times. So block of code. So inside this, any valid JavaScript statements can be written. And a function is defined by using the keyword function, followed by what is the name of the function. And if any parameters are there, you define that. So this is what the syntax of the function. So function, 2 ways you can do. One is as a function declaration, and the other one is as a function expression. 2 ways you can use a function. One is by using declaration. This is what the syntax of function declaration. Also, we can do it as function expression. How to do function expression, we'll discuss later. So we got function declaration, and also we got function expression. So function is a keyword used for declaring a function, followed by the name of the function, and it has got arguments, if any. So any valid JavaScript can be written inside. So our previous program, how can you replace? So a normal approach is this one, a normal approach. This is a normal approach. So my requirement is we want to display first 10 natural numbers. We want to display first 10 natural numbers. So this is what the normal approach. Now, another way what I want is, so I'm just taking out this. This is not what we want. So we want to define it as a function. So we will create a function, function declaration, function declaration to display first 10 natural numbers. First 10 natural numbers. So what is that declaration? So function followed by the name of the function. So print naturals. Print naturals is a function. No parameters we are giving. So inside this, let res is equal to nothing. Same logic we are writing for let I is equal to 1. I less than or equal to 10, I plus plus. So we got for let I is equal to 1, I less than or equal to 10, I plus plus. RES is equal to backtick operator, the value of RES, existing value of RES. Along with that, we want to give the value of I. expression language, substitute the value and 2, 3 spaces. And finally, so this is the end of for loop. And finally, we want to display that. So console.log of res. So we defined a function. So function is the keyword used for declaring a function, followed by the name of the function, and we are not providing any parameters. So function keyword, print naturals, define the logic. These are all valid JavaScript statements. Now we just declared the function. When you preview this, when you see this, no output is coming. Why we are not getting output? Because it will get executed only when you call that. So we need to have the function call. So how to call the function? So in order to call the function, we'll say the name of the function, print naturals, brackets, calling. So this is how we call the function. This is how we call the function. So function is defined, then we are calling that print naturals. Now save this. Now you see what is that we are getting? We are getting this output first time. So whenever you call that, this is what function called. When you call this function, control will come to this function, same like previous examples what we have done. So there we are calling whenever you click. So previous example, natural numbers. So we got this natural numbers, not this. So we defined it as a function, right? Somewhere we have defined it as a function. Odd numbers between. So there we defined a function, odd underscore numbers.js. We defined it as a function, and this function is being called whenever an event occurs. So event handler. So, but in this case, we don't have any events and all. We define this function, keyword for in JavaScript for declaring the function, followed by the name, and we are calling that. So we got the output one time. Now, if you want to get the output one more time, again, print naturals, call the function. Our work is only to call that. So function call for the second time. So now we will get the answer 2 times. Refresh, print naturals, function basics by only 1 time. So let's open this, open in default browser, open with the live server. F12. Actually 2 times, you see, 2 times it is coming, 2. Actually the output is coming in 2 times, logs. So 2 times. Now let's try this one in a different browser. Already 2 times are there. We'll see in Google Chrome. We'll open this, F12 in the console 2 times. There also we can directly see 2 times. Now when you load that function once again, we'll say print, because it's same output. Because of that, this is also 3rd time function call. So a function get executed by a call to the function. You see how many times it is coming? 3 times, same output. In the other browser also we are having it. Now we are getting that. So first time, second time, and the 3rd time. 3 times we are getting, because we are calling that function 3 times. Here also 3 times it is coming. So a function. So what is the benefit of this compared to the previous case? What benefit are we getting? Duplication of code is not happening. You're writing it as a block of code, and function is a keyword for that. Name of the function, no parameters. So the function can be in different way. Function without having any parameters. Function with the parameters, we can input some value. You can provide some value for this print naturals. And a function without parameter and return type. Function can return some value. Function with the parameters and with the return type. Different ways you are able to define the function. So this example is only to understand what is the practical use of a function, or what is function. You see this, a function is a reusable code block which will be executed by a call to the function. So a code block means group of statement. It is reusable, We don't need to. So if you write previous approach, it is only one time it will execute. It will not go back to that again. But these statements can be executed any number of times. So that means whenever you call that, that function will get executed. Functions are used for code reusability. A function is defined by using the keyword function. Now, for example, function declaration, function name, if any parameters are there, you can provide that. Code to be executed. So function means a business logic. So